Every man has experienced this. She says one thing, then does the exact opposite. She tells you she isn't looking for a relationship. 2 months later she's happily dating another man. She says looks don't matter. Yet she's clearly attracted to confidence and presence. She says money isn't important. But she loses respect for men who lack ambition. So what is happening? Is she lying? Not necessarily. The biggest mistake most men make is assuming that women communicate exactly the way men do. Men often communicate to exchange information. Women often communicate emotions, uncertainty, comfort, boundaries, or the feeling they're experiencing in that moment. That's why if you only hear the words, you'll often misunderstand the message. Today's video isn't about exposing women. It's about exposing one of the biggest mistakes men make. Because emotionally intelligent men don't react to words. They observe patterns. They listen carefully. But they trust behavior even more. Today you'll discover 7 phrases women commonly use, and the psychological meaning behind them. The final one destroys more relationships than almost any other. So stay until the end. Let's begin. 1. I have trust issues. When a woman says, I have trust issues, most men immediately think, I'll prove I'm different. And that's exactly where they lose themselves. Instead of building a relationship, they begin trying to heal someone else's emotional wounds. Understand this. Her trust issues didn't begin with you. You didn't create them. And you cannot magically erase them. Healthy people take responsibility for healing. Unhealthy people expect others to carry their emotional weight. This doesn't make her a bad person. It simply means you should watch carefully. Is she actively working on herself? Or expecting you to constantly reassure her? Because reassurance without healing becomes emotional dependence. Never confuse compassion with responsibility. Support someone. Don't become their therapist. 2. I'm dating with intentions. Every serious man loves hearing this. It sounds mature, responsible, refreshing. But words alone prove nothing. The real question isn't, what are her intentions? It's, do her actions support those intentions? Anyone can say they want marriage. Anyone can say they want commitment. But if their choices continue repeating unhealthy patterns, their actions reveal far more than their words. Emotionally intelligent men don't judge promises. They judge consistency. Because people reveal who they are. Not through what they announce, but through what they repeatedly choose. 3. Looks don't matter. This sentence confuses countless men. Some hear it and stop improving themselves. Others become bitter because reality seems different. Here's the truth. Looks matter. Just not as much as many people think. Appearance creates first impressions. Character creates lasting attraction. A handsome man without confidence quickly becomes forgettable. An average-looking man with confidence, purpose, discipline, humor, and emotional strength often becomes incredibly attractive over time. Women rarely fall in love with a face alone. They fall in love with how a man makes them feel. Take care of your body. Dress well. Stay healthy. But never believe muscles alone replace character. 4. Money doesn't matter. Money itself isn't attractive. What it represents often is responsibility, discipline, security, ambition. Very few emotionally healthy women expect luxury. But almost everyone values stability. A man constantly making poor decisions, avoiding responsibility, or lacking direction, creates uncertainty. Not because he's poor, because he's unreliable. Likewise, Money without emotional maturity doesn't create lasting relationships either. Financial success opens doors. Character determines who stays. 5. I'm not looking for a father for my kids. Many single mothers genuinely mean this. At least in the beginning. But relationships evolve. Time changes expectations. The closer you become, the more naturally involved you'll become in her children's lives. Helping. Supporting. Being present. Without realizing it, you'll slowly occupy a larger role. That's why emotionally mature men don't only ask, "What does she want today?" They ask, "What will this relationship realistically become?" Always think beyond the honeymoon phase. Because today's promises may become tomorrow's responsibilities. 6. I'm not ready for a relationship. This sentence has broken countless hearts. Many men hear it and begin waiting, trying harder, becoming more patient, believing persistence will change her mind. Sometimes she truly isn't ready. Life happens. Healing takes time. But here's what emotionally intelligent men understand. Actions answer questions words cannot. If she says she's not ready, then immediately enters another relationship. The message wasn't, "I'm not ready." It was, "I'm not ready with you." That truth may hurt. But accepting reality protects your dignity. Never chase someone trying to leave. Someone who truly wants you will never require convincing. 7. You're the only one. This is perhaps the most dangerous sentence of all. Because men often hear permanence when she's expressing a present emotion. In that moment, she may absolutely mean it. Her feelings may be genuine. But emotions change. Respect changes. Connection changes. Life changes. That's why wise men never build confidence on emotional declarations alone. Instead, they observe consistency. Does she continue choosing you? Does she remain loyal when life becomes difficult? Does she protect the relationship, even when emotions fluctuate? Words create comfort. Consistency creates trust. And trust is built over time. Not during one emotional conversation. Notice something interesting. None of these 7 statements automatically make a woman dishonest. That's not the point. The point is much deeper. Human beings don't always communicate perfectly. Especially when emotions are involved. Men often listen for information. Women often communicate feelings. That's why emotionally intelligent men never panic over one sentence. They don't overanalyze. They don't argue. They simply observe. Because behavior never needs translation. Patterns never require interpretation. Time always exposes the truth. Here's something Carl Jung understood better than most people. People often believe they're acting logically, while being guided by emotions they barely understand. That applies to men. It applies to women. And it applies to relationships. The strongest man isn't the one who wins every argument. It's the one who remains calm enough to see reality clearly. He doesn't chase words. He follows actions. He doesn't become cynical. He becomes observant. Because observation protects your peace far better than suspicion ever will. The next time a woman tells you something, don't rush to judge it. Don't rush to believe it either. Simply watch. Because words reveal intention. But consistent actions reveal character. And character is what determines every lasting relationship. Master that lesson. And you'll stop being confused by mixed signals forever. You'll begin seeing people for who they truly are. Not who they temporarily appear to be. This is how emotionally intelligent men move through relationships. Calm. Patient. Observant. Never desperate. Never blinded by emotion. Only guided by truth. If this video challenged the way you think, subscribe to Psyche Sync, where we decode human nature, uncover the hidden psychology behind attraction and relationships, and help you master yourself before trying to understand anyone else. Until next time. Stay observant. Stay disciplined. And remember, the strongest mind is the one that watches actions long after words have faded. I'll see you in the next video on Psyche Sync.